It's springtime in Walla Walla. It's a great day to spend some time out of doors. You could have a picnic in the countryside. You could go to the Blue Mountains and just relax. Climb up higher and enjoy the view. Or you could go outside in your own yard and read this issue of the Garden City Gazette. This issue is May 4th, 1895. Wait a minute! What's this? The name has been changed to the Walla Walla Gazette. Nixon is coming. The great Chicago editor will visit Walla Walla. Dr. Whitman is writing a book called How Marcus Whitman Saved Oregon. He tells the Gazette, "My book has been hurriedly written, had to be of necessity. 6 weeks with other labor found it finished and turned over to the publishers. Those who have read the proof makes me vain by their reports. I only hope the public will judge it as kindly. There never was a book which came so nearly writing itself. I wrote the book as a duty and with the hope that it might do some practical good to Whitman College. It is now in the hands of the illustrators." Sport and athletics. The Walla Walla Juniors have come to the conclusion that it is about time to do some active practice, and for the past week have been putting in some hard work in that line. The game this Saturday between the Garrison at Fort Walla Walla and the Juniors promised to be an interesting contest, as the Fort Nine have one victory to their credit this season over the hustling little Juniors, and it will be hard work to keep the advantage. The game will be played on the Garrison grounds, and a large audience is expected. The Juniors will have their men placed as follows: catcher, Muth; pitcher, Fudge; first base, E. Evers; second base, Roach; third base, A. Evers; shortstop, Barry; left field, McGuires; center field, Winans; right field, Bedell. On Saturday, May 11th, the Juniors will play the Waitsburg Nine on Whitman College campus, and a small admission fee will be charged to defray the expenses of the team. The grounds at Whitman College have been scraped and rolled and put in fine condition, and the baseball cranks of Walla Walla ought to give their ball nine a good substantial encouragement. Local notes. Wheelmen should be careful of other people's comfort. Mr. Besserer is again springing his kindly little jokes in the Journal. Judge Hanford will begin the term of the United States Circuit and District Court at Walla Walla next Tuesday. Don't forget that the Walla Walla Band will begin their series of open-air concerts in the Courthouse Square next Sunday at 5:30 p.m. An excellent program has been arranged for the opening, and these concerts promise to be enjoyable affairs. Take with you a rosebud and a kind eye. Reports from some of the fruit growers in the favored spots of Walla Walla country indicate that strawberries may begin to ripen by the middle of the present month. It is thought the Hood River variety will be the first in the market. These berries were formerly only grown at Hood River, Oregon, but 2 years ago, the cultivation was commenced at Walla Walla. Last year, they brought 25 cents per crate, more than other berries in Spokane and Montana points. They are not extra large, but solid and of delicious flavor, and are exceptionally good shipping. Married at 68 and 63. H.S. Lester and Mrs. Anna Osborne were married Monday evening at the residence of Mr. and Mrs. J.M. Blakesley. Mr. Lessler has been in the city for 6 years, and Mrs. Osborne came here about 2 years ago. The groom is 68 years of age and the bride is 63. Mr. and Mrs. Lester have established themselves in their neat little cottage on the corner of 4th and McAuliffe Streets opposite the Payne School. The Gazette wishes them the happiness which their long and faithful service to the good causes of mankind warrants. In the towns about Walla Walla and in some of the thickly populated country settlements, baseball nines are disregarding the puritanical idea of the sanctity of the Sabbath. Sportsmen, as a rule, are not good Sabbatarians, according to the usual acceptance of that term. Sam Stein had his fighting cocks out near the tennis court Thursday. They seemed to enjoy putting their bills and spurs into one another. To cleanse clothing. One of the establishments of Walla Walla, which deserves patronage, is the Steam Laundry. The owner, Eugene Tausick, came to Walla Walla from Tacoma and took the laundry business in its worst state of efficiency and brought it to a condition of good service without increasing the charges for work. He paid better wages to his employees than had ever been paid before, and besides saved enough money to enlarge his business and to acquire a neat little piece of home property. Before Mr. Tausick came to the city, the Chinese laundries did up all the clothes in every sense of the expression. They thrashed them to pieces by their mode of washing, which is to pound the pieces over a stick. A short-sighted economy has prompted some of the former patrons of the Walla Walla Steam Laundry to return to the Chinese laundries because it is cheaper. They hold the nickel so close to the eye that they can't see the dollar further off. Notwithstanding the hard times and the falling off in work, Mr. Tausick has maintained his former standard of wages. He has retained to do the ironing and most deserving and most needy women. And for these reasons, he deserves the patronage of the people of this locality who sends their washing to a laundry. Wafted from College Place. A visit to the neighboring town of Dixie at an inopportune time has been the means of inducing mumps into our midst. There are 2 cases in the student's home and 3 have developed outside up to date. One young man in the home, becoming tired of restraint, left his room too soon, took a relapse, and is now a very sick boy. In talking with our neighbors, it is surprising to note the number of people who have never had a personal acquaintance with this disagreeable ailment. Wallula gossip. People about Wallula are quietly waiting for another good mess of Walla Walla beef. Some of the cattle thieves of this place have been so bold that they often remark that they would like to read a book about their lives. I have no doubt it would interest some of our citizens that have lost good milk cows in the past. Marion Barry and Dr. E.W. Croup left Thursday for the heart of the Blue Mountains to hunt bear. Dr. Croup is one of the plungers in the game districts of this region, notwithstanding the fact that a few years ago he nearly lost an eye while pursuing the chase in these parts. He still makes a yearly pilgrimage. Dr. Croup's brother will attend to his practice in his absence.